Hi, and welcome to the version 3.0 webinar. My name is Lotte Valgaard. I'm the Senior Solution Specialist on Expense Management. So what's new in version 3.0? A highly requested feature allocation is now available in both the app, the web portal, and it's possible to see the allocation in the approval portal and in NAV. And of course, it's also possible to see the allocation in the expense management status report. Other requested features are rotating of picture is now available and now. So if the expense user sends in and receipt a picture of the receipt upside down, you won't have to lie on the table and have to lean to see what's on the receipt. You would be able to rotate the picture in NAV. You would also be able to see PDF attachment in NAV. You would be able to see posting preview, so you can check whether the posting is correct before you post it, so no need to do changes afterwards. You can do the editing before you post it. And mileage rates on attendees is a new feature in version 3.0. This is a highly requested feature from the UK and the Norwegian market, but there might be other countries who would like to use this functionality as well. Also in this new version, mileage can be posted in NAV and in external payroll systems, and the possibility to register mileage for company car for the sole purpose of invoicing job. And of course, on top of these highly requested features, we've made a lot of optimizing in the app, the web portal, and in NAV. So I will now do a demonstration on allocation and other requested features. So I'll go to my app and I'll create a new expense, and I'll create the expense exactly the way that we used to do an expense. So I'll type in the currency, the description. Oh, sorry, this is a hotel bill, accommodation, the amount, and I'll take a picture of the receipt. On this hotel bill, I had some breakfast as well that needs to be deducted from the total amount. So I will use this little icon up here in the right-hand corner, the allocation, and add in a line, breakfast, change it to food, put in the amount, and go back. And you now see that I have two lines, one for the accommodation and one for food and beverage, in the total of 163.39. And I'll send this in exactly the way that we used to do on new expenses. I'll just demonstrate a new one, a new expense. Type in the currency. I bought some coffee for the office. And the amount was 465. Take a picture of the receipt. And on this one, I had some private coffee that I bought as well, so I won't get reimbursed for that. So I need to deduct that from the expense. So I'll choose the personal and I'll put in the amount. And again, you see that the expense has now been split into food and beverage and personal expense. So let's go to NAV and have a look at it there. I'll go to expenses. and you see that I had the accommodation, and the comment down here is that this is unallocated, so there is more than one line. And if I would like to see the all the lines on this expense, I'll go to expense split and allocation, and I would be able to see the details of this expense. And same thing for the other one, the coffee. I'll go to the expense split, and I would be able to see the 2 lines that I made on this expense. On the expense portal, you would have the exact same possibility to put in, choose the currency, the expense type, and do the allocation in here. Make a new line. And on this one, I had some food, and the amount was 135. And I'll save this one. So you see here that now I've made the exact same thing as on the app. So this is possible on the expense portal. When I go to the approval portal, I would be able, as an approver, to see that the expense that I made for the coffee and the personal part of it is will have the detail allocated. And on allocation, you would see that there is that this has an allocation. So if I click this one, it would then open up the 2 lines. It's a little slow. And you can see the 2 lines in here as well. I will now go back to nav and show you the rotation of the picture. So I'll go to this one, and you see that the attachment here is very hard to see because I have to lean on the table if I need to see this one. So I'll just click this little button down here, and I'll be able to see it's in the right angle. I would also be able to see the posting preview, and the expense needs to have the status released in order to see the posting preview. I would then go to posting preview and would be able to see the general ledger entries, the vendor ledger entries, and the VAT entries. So I would be able to see all the details. So if something is put on a wrong account, I would be able to change it before I post it. Then we've got mileage rates on attendees, and this is made, that was a high request from the UK and the Norwegian market. First thing you would have to do is to go to configured fields, add on the type mileage attendees, so that you will make sure that the attendee field is shown in the app and the expense portal. Secondly, you would have to go to the rates, add the column attendee added rate, put in the rate for the attendee, and you would now be able to do mileage with attendees. So again, I'll go back to my app, create a new mileage, trip to Odense. I'm going to see the Hans Christian Andersen Museum. I'll type in the address going from the office to Odense, and I'll put in an attendee. You see this little icon up here? Here you would be able to get hold of all your contacts on your mobile phones, so you would be able to choose an attendee from there, or you can type in the name of your attendee. In this case, I'm bringing my colleague, Klaus Lundström, and I'll go back. And you see I've even got the possibility to add more attendees if I would like to. But I've now only had one attendee in the car, and I would then send this in. So I'll go back to Nav to show you how it looks there. So I'll go to mileage, and you see that I've made 2 trips to Odense, one without an attendee, and the calculation is based on the rate, on the normal rate, and with the attendee, the calculation is made on the normal rate plus the attendee rate. One last thing I would like to show you is on allocation, that this will be visible on the expense status report. So you would see here the not posted expenses, that I have done this expense where I have allocated it in 2 lines, accommodation and food. So what you have seen now is live demo of allocation and allocation shown in the status report. And I've shown you the some of the other requested features like rotate picture available in Nav, the PDF supported in the add-in preview, the posting preview, and mileage rates on attendees.